In 2026, you don't need expensive courses or boring textbooks to learn investing. Some of the smartest investors are learning directly from podcasts while commuting, working out, or relaxing at home. The real challenge isn't how to learn investing anymore. It's who to listen to. In this video, I'll break down the top 5 investing podcasts for beginners in 2026 that can help you confidently get started with stocks, ETFs, real estate, and even crypto without feeling overwhelmed. This is arguably the final point of entry to anybody who has not been in the stock market before. The Investing for Beginners podcast, hosted by Andrew Sather and Dave Ahern, breaks down complicated financial issues and simplifies them to a point of comprehension. They include all the elementary knowledge on stock and portfolio construction, as well as emotional regulation and long-term investment planning. The best thing about this show is that you do not need to know anything about finance, and that is why it is perfect to watch by beginners. Each episode dissects ideas in everyday language, and after you listen to a few episodes, you can easily comprehend market moves, company basics, and how to invest your first dollars without fear. This is the podcast to begin with in case you are planning to jump into the stock market without feeling overwhelmed. Bryce Lesk and Alec Renehan, the brains behind Equity Mates, make investing easy, entertaining, and actionable. Get Started Investing is all about making beginners know all about ETFs, index funds, and creating a diversified portfolio starting with nothing. The community feeling is what is unique about this show. The listening is not an act, but a feeling that you are sharing with a group of people when learning. The hosts break down jargon, contrast investment types, and even talk about how to delve into the Australian market while still offering insights that are applicable across the world. This show will easily click with you if you are beginning with investments and may have fear with the terminology involved. Today, Bigger Pockets Real Estate Podcast is a necessity. In case it comes to real estate, it is not just the purchase of property. You will be informed on how to invest in rentals, house flipping, how to finance investments, and wealth creation over long term. The hosts invite real investors who discuss their wins, losses, and lessons. Therefore, you have a backdoor view to real-life investing. Beginners enjoy this program since it educates practical plans without sugarcoating the difficulties. Although you may not have ever invested in real estate, through this podcast, you will have known how it can be part of a diversified investment portfolio and how to avoid being a rookie. Ready to get started? ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, have emerged as one of the simplest methods for entry-level investors. In this podcast, the hosts examine a breakdown of ETFs, index funds, and portfolio diversification in a manner that can be understood by anyone. You will get to know what ETFs are, how to select the appropriate ones, and why they are commonly suggested to beginners. The case study provides a comparison with ETFs versus mutual funds and stocks, and provides advice on how you can create a long-term low-risk portfolio. In case you have heard about ETFs and are not sure where to begin, this podcast will make it crystal clear. Lastly, in case crypto is something you want to learn about, yet fear it, Satoshi's Plebs is perfect. Although crypto is a high-risk investment, this podcast educates about the basics of Bitcoin, blockchain, and how to responsibly assess crypto investments. The hosts give macroeconomic background and make the concepts clear without the need of prior experience. Beginners appreciate that they receive an in-depth background prior to engaging in speculative investments. This is the show to listen to if you want to learn about crypto in a safe way and figure out how it will be a part of your investment strategy. You must apply knowledge into practice. Begin by concentrating on a single asset class. Start with stocks or ETFs, especially if you are new. Note down when you are listening and write down critical strategies, tips, and resources. Watch episodes again when an idea is not understood at the beginning, since it is a process that requires repetition. Apply what you learn. Stocks: investing in a small ETF, simulating investments, or analyzing a real estate market. Open a brokerage account. Tracking a small ETF, or simulating investments. The aim is to make a listening experience. This is an added bonus when it comes to 2026. Subscribe to podcasts with real investors. Hearing their stories, errors, and their thought process is worth more than any textbook or online course. You must not simply be a passive consumer of what you read. Take what you can resonate so that you can safely experiment in your own investing life. All right, let's do a quick recap. Investing for Beginners podcast is ideal when you are new to the stock market. Get Started Investing provides you with an easy-to-understand explanation of ETFs and index funds. Bigger Pockets Real Estate Podcast is the best place to start with property investing. The ETFs for Beginners educates about diversifying portfolios and making low-risk investments. And Satoshi Plebs provides you with a good base on crypto and blockchain. This is where you can begin your investing life in 2026. And in case you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you do not miss another piece of investing advice. Comment below and explain what podcast you will listen to first and what is your investing objective this year. Take your headphones, begin to listen, and we are going to make these lessons your financial growth in 2026. Thanks. Have a good day. and I will be seeing you in the next video.